Hey y'all, it's Charity, and I am trying something new today. And I want to take you guys along for the ride. If you can hear beeping in the back, that's my Cricut machine. Oops, not what I meant to do. So I'm gonna go to we're gonna be using our scanner on our printer. So, and this is how I always get to it on my machines. Do this. I already have what I need on the printer. Oops. Well. So then letter size is what I use because if this isn't your first time, when you open it up, you're gonna open it up in a letter. I guess once you import it into what we're gonna use is Photoshop, it kind of makes it the right size already. So whatever size you choose, like if I do 11 by 17, I would open it up in with an 11 by 17 inch canvas. That's pretty much how you keep your proportions the correct way. I've only done letter, but right now I guess I'll do 11 by 17. But this is something for Father's Day, and I think this will be a really quick and easy project. My plan is to scan. Well, I guess I can explain. I purchased a picture frame. Let me push scan. I purchased a picture frame, one of your, I guess like from Michael's or something, on your way out. Why is this? You're funny with me. On your way out, they have like little picture frames for like $1 or $2, and they're wooden. And I have seen before that it's possible for you to sublimate, and so I wanted to give it a try. Why is my photo? Where is my Photoshop? Why are you not opening up for me? So first plan is to scan it, which is what I did. So let's take a look to see how that went. Because scanning is how we get our template. Um, yeah. And I want to keep that on you guys' mind because you guys are able to do more than you think you are. You just have to, in a way that makes sense for you. You have a scanner. If you're, using your sublimation printer or an Epson, a converted Epson machine, look at this, loading all my old stuff. Um, so in the meantime, since I don't have a template, this is me kind of creating one. Whoops, some way or another. I'm trying to get back to my scanner. Okay. I thought it opened a picture or something. So I'm going to go to my scanned images because it popped up and I guess I closed it. Let's see. What's from today? Is this us? This is not this. This is us. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, hold up. Hold up. Did we get everything? We did get everything. So this is basically it. So I'm going to import it, and remember we used an 11 by 17 inch workspace. So I'm going to bring it in as that to open new project. And if you don't know, this is how you change from pixels to inches. It's not defaulted in inches. It's, I think, usually pixels. So I'm going to hit my 11 by 17 here. And it should import that exactly. Let's see. File, place embedded. Scanned images. Let's see. The last one. What was like this one, I think. Let's see. Did I do it? Okay, it's in. And as you see, this is the whole 11 by 17. So it should be pretty true to size. I didn't measure it personally, but right now I am going to, yeah. So I'm going to first remove the background. Eraser tool, yes. I want to do magic eraser tool 100. No, wow. I guess I didn't. I guess I didn't account for the. I guess how light the background is. So that's okay. We'll just take down our tolerance some more. See, okay, and let's move our background so that you can tell the changes. So we basically, I think right there, we got it pretty good. It doesn't account for things like the shadow. So I will, let's see how much we cleaned up. Free transform. So we still have all of this extra space. So I'm going to come in with my regular eraser tool and kind of broad strokes to kind of just wholesale clean up some stuff. Whoops, kind of cut into that one right there. So basically starting me over. Like I said, we're trying to do like a wholesale cleanup just to kind of get it accurate. I am going to stand behind the fact that our measurements are probably going to be accurate. Not probably, should be accurate because of the way in which we imported it into an 11 by 17 and opened it up to that same, I guess real life, true size kind of situation. And so there, to me, we should be good on the sizing of it all. So let's see if we cleaned it up. Okay, so we're almost pretty clean. This isn't going to, let's see. Let's try to get it kind of perfect. Okay, I'm gonna come in here, clean up. I'm trying to clean up here. Eraser tool. Let's see. Oops, kind of cut that out. Edit, retransform. Okay, so I have a little bit more cleaning up to do there. I'm not gonna let it worry me too much. And really, let's see if we can add like a clipping mask or something, even with it saying our area is greater than what we're actually seeing, our scanned image. Pictures. Let's do like a general, not pictures, downloads, like the general, here we go. Cowboys. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. I don't know. Again, this is for my father-in-law. He likes the Cowboys. Let's see what we can throw in the mix. My last, one of my latest imports was pretty good. You know what? It may be up in here somewhere. Let's see. Yeah, this background here. DC4L. So maybe that's what I named it. Cancel because I'm gonna be coming back to that. Okay. So I'm gonna try DC4L. That's one thing. That shows the importance of naming your items and images immediately, because I had to go back to my program, my project that I use it in to find it. Which, okay, luckily it was already up, but so I'm going to rotate this, edit. Let's rotate. don't know why I just didn't do 180 to begin with. Okay, so this should be it. So I'm gonna put this on top. Yes, it's already there. Create clipping mask. Okay, okay. So this is what we're. It's not terrible. I have an idea though. I'm gonna hide this. Okay, so I'm just gonna come in with a regular rectangle. I don't like the edges. I don't know if you could tell, but they were a little frayed. But coming in, this is basically it. Let's see our dimensions. What it tells us it is. I don't like working. I was gonna say I don't like working in that. Oh, I'm looking for. Okay, so it's about 9.5 by 6, which may be accurate. Well, not maybe, but it's likely pretty accurate. So what I'm gonna do now is bring this all the way to the background. And so if you can see, let's change this out. If you can see your black poking, that lets you know that you're gonna. Whoopsies. Okay, y'all. I didn't take heed to my. I didn't take heed to my warning about my computer. So I'm even gonna make this a little bigger. Just to make sure we have more than enough on both sides. And I didn't put this on perfectly. So what I'm saying is it is a little bit lopsided. As you can see, this line isn't consistent. But no worries. So then we're gonna come in and we're gonna clean out this space. Just for I guess template purposes, because it doesn't matter. If you were to put your whole design here, it's fine. This area is where you would put a photo, so it won't be something that I would assume gets pressed. Oops, so yeah, took it too far with that last one. Yeah. So again, this part is not necessarily necessary because this is just I think for my visual, and this also would probably help with like a mock-up. I'm being lazy. I didn't change my brush size or anything. So this may be what will work. So now that I've done that, I'm going to go back to layers. Sorry, I'm discombobulated. This one is right here. Maybe I just moved it. Layers. Hey. Okay, so this back behind this. No. This is still there. This visible now. Make it visible, then create clipping mask. You see how that puts our little heart in motion? So that would be the way you do that. And I could add my little special message here. We love you, Papa. Oops. And I know that I just misspelled something there. Let's see. I think this is going to be good, actually. Okay, and then this really should be like print and go. I'm gonna give you a little bit more detail.